Hello friends, this is the assignment of Dr. Sushila Vijay Kumar, Associate Professor in English for the Faculty Development Program conducted by Ramanujan College, Delhi from 18 May to 3rd June 2020 under the aegis of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission. In this video, we will take a quick look at some physical barriers to communication. Let me begin with an overview of this image slideshow. Beginning with a simple definition of a barrier to communication, we will move on to some of the types of barriers to communication. After a brief enumeration on 5 physical barriers to communication, we will pose some questions which will enable us to overcome some of the physical barriers. In simple words, a barrier is any obstacle or hindrance in the smooth flow of communication between the sender and the receiver of the message. We can communicate better if we understand some of the barriers and practice to overcome the barriers. Let us now outline 5 kinds of barriers. The 5 kinds of barriers listed here are physical or environmental barriers, language or linguistic or semantic barriers, socio-psychological barriers, cross-cultural barriers, and organizational barriers. Physical or environmental barriers exist in our environment like climatic conditions, our health, and the places and the spaces. Linguistic or semantic barriers are language barriers. They arise out of the language that the sender of the message uses to communicate with the receivers. These barriers could be words, pronunciation, stress, accent, homophones, difference in languages, and cultural meanings too. Socio-psychological barriers exist in people's mind. For instance, prejudices, emotions, halo effect, different perceptions, and many more. Cross-cultural barriers arise due to differences in cultures. The way we greet each other, the values and ethics that we follow are cultural. Organizational barriers may be the environment, the work culture, the superiors or colleagues, pay, perks, plans, and policies. Let us now turn to understanding the 5 physical barriers. As the figure shows, noise, climatic conditions, faulty devices, wrong medium, time and distance are some of the physical barriers. Noise is disturbing. Likewise, a bad climate is a barrier to receiving messages. In a technological era, our devices must function properly. The language or medium must be understood by the receiver. If one wants to conduct an offline or an online session, that is a conference or a seminar, then being aware of the different time zones of the receivers and the distances that the receivers have to travel is very important. Finally, let us see how we can minimize the physical barriers. We cannot remove all the physical barriers, but we can minimize them. If a meeting has to be conducted, we can ask, is the room soundproof? Is it well lighted? Is it well ventilated? Is the room spacious? Are the seating arrangements good? If we are using technological devices, we can ask, is my laptop functioning? Is my mobile functioning? Is electricity available during the meeting? Are the overhead projectors and LCDs working? Is the internet connection available? Do we have our mobile hotspot as a backup? If we wish to connect with our receivers, we need to ask, are we in the same or different time zones? How far are we from each other? What devices are needed to connect? Climatic conditions affect all of us. So we need to ask if the climate is suitable for receiving messages. An appropriate language and a suitable voice are also necessary to communicate well. Summing up, we defined a barrier, we looked at some barriers to communication, we listed some physical barriers, and provided a brief checklist for reducing physical barriers. With this, we come to the end of the video. Thank you.